You are born in the White House, not metaphorically, literally. In the East Wing, on a cashmere blanket that costs more than most people's monthly rent, to a mother who once knocked a microphone off the president's podium and accidentally became America's most beloved political figure. You inherit her attitude completely. You are 4 days old and you already look like you have opinions about foreign policy. For the first few weeks, life is marble floors, 16 chefs, and the faint sound of someone always talking into an earpiece nearby. You don't know any different. You think this is just what houses are like. You are wrong, but you won't find that out for a while. Then Argentina wins the World Cup, December 2022, Qatar. A man lifts a golden trophy in front of the entire planet and cries, "Billion people watch." Your future is decided in that moment and you are completely asleep on a heated cushion in Washington, D.C., unaware that your life is about to change in a way that no cat has ever experienced. The president, in a moment of diplomatic creativity that future historians will absolutely not cover in detail, decides the perfect gift for the greatest footballer on earth is you, a White House cat, born on American soil, symbol of goodwill between nations. You are placed in a carrier with a ribbon on it. You scream the entire flight to Doha. He opens the carrier himself. Quiet man, calm, doesn't say much. He looks at you with the same expression he uses when he receives the Ballon d'Or. Grateful, slightly overwhelmed, genuinely unsure what to do next. You walk out, look at him once, and immediately go sit behind the refrigerator. The greatest footballer in human history spends 40 minutes on the floor of a Qatari hotel room trying to coax a 4-week-old cat out from behind a kitchen appliance. His teammates take photos. These photos exist forever. You come out eventually, not because he convinced you, you were just hungry. This is how your relationship begins. The first year is Paris, an apartment in Neuilly-sur-Seine, which is French for neighborhood where nothing exciting happens and the bread is extraordinary. Messi is playing for PSG, which means he spends a lot of time looking quietly frustrated on a football pitch while you spend a lot of time looking quietly frustrated on a very expensive sofa. You have things in common. Paris does not entirely suit either of you. He is a warm-weather Argentine who likes simple food and his family nearby. You are a cat who grew up in Washington, D.C. and previously had access to 16 chefs. The French food is technically magnificent. You push it off the counter anyway, out of principle. Antonella, his wife, is the first person in this household to actually win your respect. She doesn't try too hard. She puts the food down and walks away. She doesn't make the clicking sound. She doesn't narrate your movements to visitors. She simply coexists with you like an adult. You decide she is the best human in the building. You sit on her laptop exclusively from this point forward. Then comes Miami, July 2023, Inter Miami, Florida Heat, a $10.75 million waterfront mansion in Fort Lauderdale with 10,500 square feet, 8 bedrooms, a canal view, and enough room for you to run at full speed for reasons nobody will ever understand at 3 a.m. without disturbing anyone. You disturb everyone. This is not an accident. The 3 boys, Tiago, Mateo, and Ciro, are your primary challenge in this household. They are football-obsessed children with infinite energy and a combined attention span of roughly 11 seconds. They want to dress you in Inter Miami jerseys. They want to carry you around like a football. Mateo, who is widely acknowledged as the chaotic one, once tried to teach you to dribble. You sat down in the middle of the lesson and refused to move. He kept going for 10 minutes before he noticed. This is genuinely one of the proudest moments of your life. Match days are your favorite days, not because you care about football, you don't. You have watched approximately 4 minutes of football total across your entire life, and 2 of those minutes were an accident. But match days mean the house is quiet. Everyone leaves. The staff is minimal. The Wi-Fi is fast. You have the canal view entirely to yourself. You sit in the window and watch the water and feel briefly like the most powerful creature in South Florida. Then Messi scores and every phone in the house starts buzzing simultaneously, and the noise wakes you up from a perfect nap and you knock his Ballon d'Or trophy off the shelf. He has 8 of them. He doesn't even notice which one is missing. This is somehow the most humbling moment of your life. The Instagram situation develops gradually and then all at once. Antonella posts one photo, you asleep on what appears to be a matched jersey, eyes closed, entirely unbothered by the world. The caption is simply a cat emoji, 14 million likes, 14 million, you have done nothing, you were unconscious. This is the second most relatable thing about you to the global public, the first being that you also look slightly done with everything in press photos. Fan accounts appear, someone makes a compilation of every time you can be spotted in the background of family videos. A sports journalist writes a serious piece about what your presence says about Messi's post-World Cup mentality. You were behind a potted plant eating something unidentified when they filmed that video. Nobody knows this, nobody needs to. Year 3 brings the Ibiza villa, summer holidays, 8 bedrooms, a private football pitch, a massive pool, and the Mediterranean in every direction. You fall into the pool on the second day. You do not discuss this. What you will discuss is the outdoor football pitch, which is the single greatest invention you have encountered in 4 years of life. Not for football, for ambush. The pitch is long, flat, and completely open. Every evening, Messi and the boys kick a ball around and you hide in the bushes at the edge and calculate angles. You have perfected the run across the pitch at maximum speed at the worst possible moment maneuver. You have ended approximately 17 kickabouts this way. Messi, who has played football at the highest level for 20 years and reads the game better than any human alive, cannot predict you. Nobody can predict you. This is your greatest athletic achievement. 4 years old now, Fort Lauderdale. The canal outside, the Florida sun doing what Florida sun does, Ciro somewhere in the house kicking a ball against a wall in a steady rhythm that you have simply accepted as the background music of your life. Messi sits in the kitchen some evenings after training, quiet the way he always is. He doesn't make speeches, he doesn't perform for anyone. He just sits there with his yerba mate and his thoughts and occasionally looks over at you on the chair across from him. You look back, you were born in the White House. You flew to Qatar in a carrier with a ribbon. You survived Paris, moved to Miami, fell into a Mediterranean pool, and became the most famous background cat on the internet. He won the World Cup at 35 after 16 years of trying and then cried in front of 1 billion people. Neither of you are exactly who people think you are. He reaches over and puts his hand on your back for a moment. You allow it. Not because you're affectionate. You've never been particularly affectionate. But some rooms are warm, and some silences don't need filling. And after 4 years of living at the center of the most famous sporting life on the planet, you've both learned that those moments are the ones worth keeping. This is your world, and in this world, you are the only living creature who has slept in the White House, been gifted at a World Cup, broken up 17 kickabouts, and somehow still managed to make Lionel Messi sit on the floor of a hotel room for 40 minutes. 8 Ballon d'Ors, 1 cat. Advantage, cat. This year again, you're flying to your birthland, the great USA. They're hosting this year's FIFA World Cup. You'll visit your old house again, but the owner is different now. It is not the same old man with a bright smile. Now the owner is man with orange hair and wide smile. He welcomes you. The crowd welcomes you with loud noise and celebration. This time you're with the legend, and time will decide whether you're his lucky charm or not. To watch such Mia Wolf content, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.